What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Joe Fam coming back at you with another video. This is about, can you make a career in DJing? Find out right after this intro. So, you want to know, can you actually make DJing a real career? There's a lot of speculations around, can you actually physically do it? Can you not do it? And that's a lot of questions you got to ask yourself. Can you do it? It's kind of like an entrepreneurship if you really think about it. Yes, you can make a career out of DJing when you're doing private events, you're doing a bar or club, and you're constantly doing it. So like if you got like a residency gig at a bar or club, or you got like 2 or 3 of them in a week, you can make a living off that. Is it like you're gonna make a lot of money and you're gonna live like your Jazzy Jeff or you're like a big time celebrity DJ? No, but it'd be enough to pay your bills, pay your rent, pay your car payments, do whatever you gotta do. You could still make that money. And the best part is you could work a lot less. So even if you work 3 to 4 days in DJing, those hours are still less than working a 40-hour job. And it's something you love doing. So it is possible, but it's a lot of work. It's just like being an entrepreneur. You have to go out there, you have to find those gigs, you have to network all the time. Because gigs come and go. They're never constant. You can have a residency gig for a while, and then out of nowhere, they're like, okay, yeah, we're dropping you. We don't need you no more. Or we decided we don't want to DJ no more. We're going to go to like bands, or we're not going to do it at all. Or the place goes out of business. So you got to put that into mind too, that it's never guaranteed. This is a field that's really hard to get into. So people say, don't think about the money, which it's not always about the money, which is 100% true. I mean, that's what I want to go into, because if you've been DJing for as long as me, I've been DJing for over 15 years. If you focus on just making it like a full-time career, I've been stressing about it, trying to get all the gigs in time, how I'm going to pay my bills. The struggle gets really hectic, and then it just takes away the fun. Because all you're thinking about when you do the gig is, I can't wait for this to be over so I got money in my pocket so I don't feel like I'm so broke. That's what a lot of people sometimes think, like, wow, they treat it like a regular job. Now they're just treating DJing as a job, and the love of music and everything just fades. And the reason why I got into DJing and music and everything is for the love of it. And when you do it more and more and you focus on that aspect, it pulls away a lot, because now when you're stressing about how you're going to pay your bills because you don't have a gig this week, or you don't have a gig for a while, you're stressing. So now like that love of music is just fading away. And then sometimes you could lose the love. I've seen so many DJs that just quit totally. They're just like, I can't live like this. I need a regular job. I got families to support. So when they do that, they leave DJing behind. And if anything, they'll just pick up a gig or two whenever it comes along, and they'll treat it as, okay, that's extra income from my pocket for that week if I do get it, which is another good way to think about it, because then your love for music is still there. So like I have a buddy, he only DJs like once a week, and sometimes he does private events here and there, but he works a regular full-time 9 to 5, more than that, 40-hour job to support his wife and family. And that's really important to have, because his love for music is still there, for the fact that he's not DJing as much as he was. So when he was DJing all the time, I felt like it was slipping away from him, because he even says like, I don't want to know if I want to do this anymore. But now I feel like he's doing less and less gigs. The love for music is still there. He goes back on, he does his turntables things, and I feel like he's getting that love back. So it all depends how you look at it. If you can go out there and hustle all the time, and if you got your name out, you got these gigs lined up, and you can do it, at least I say to live comfortably. It depends what the pay is, but for the most part, if you get 3 gigs a week, you can make that regular income enough to pay your bills. You can still pay your bills if you work 3 days a week DJing, as long as you're not like doing it for nothing, and as long as you're not doing it for like really dirt cheap. So I mean, if you're making like $150 a gig, which is still pretty cheap, but if you're making $150 a gig, you do that for 3 days, you're looking at like $450 for the week. So I mean, that's right there. Is people make $450 in a week just working a regular 40-hour job that they hate and they can't stand, but you're making that same exact amount of income in half the amount of time that they're making it in, and you're doing what you love doing because you love music and you love entertaining others. So you can make a career out of DJing. It's all about just your mind mentality. Can you do it? Will you do it? How much effort are you willing to put into it? So as of right now, I've been going through that funk, because I'm going to be real with you, my gigs aren't consistent as they were. Before I left for Hawaii, they were more consistent. I had gigs on a regular, they were consistent. I was making money doing that. So for me, it didn't bother me. And then obviously when I went on the cruise ship, I knew my money was coming all the time. But what I didn't like about that is it pulled away from my love of DJing, because every day I'm physically DJing a couple hours a night. And the love of music just kept pulling away from me because it was like repetitive. It was the same things over and over. Listen to the same songs a million times a day because people would just keep asking for it. And just every week was just doing the same thing. You just felt like a robot. And then the love for music just kind of went out the door for me. That's why I decided I won't go back to that ship. If I ever do it, I want to do a smaller contract. Or maybe I'll do like a week contract or a month at most. But when you're on there for a long time and you're DJing every single day, I mean, it's a great feeling, but then it gets really, really repetitive after a while, and you're just like, okay, I am officially never want to hear this song ever again in my life. It's the most annoying song to you, and then it starts irritating you. And then even though if you keep mixing it and doing different tweaks to make it different, get different remixes to the song, and just keep trying to change it up as much as possible, that does help a lot. That gets past that mind state a little bit, and so you could do that route as well. But it's all up to you and how your mind thinks and how your body reacts to it, and if you are really feeling it. If you're not moving to the beat anymore, if you're just standing there and you're just like, oh, all right, boom, boom, in, or whatever it is, and you're not feeling that music no more, it's time to step back and take a look at, I went in this for a reason, and now I'm in here for another reason. Why am I in here for just making money when I was in here for just the music purpose? So you really got to look at all aspects of it. Do you want that money and you want to make it a full-time career? Go ahead, because I know people do it now, and they love it. They have the love for DJs more stronger than ever. They are pumped when new equipment comes out. They're always doing the DJ meetups. So for them, they are having the time of their lives. They're loving it. Music is life for them. There is no getting out of that funk. And they're doing multiple gigs, and they're loving it. Because you know why? Because they build a name for themselves. They have these gigs that are good gigs. They're not cheap gigs. They're not like these boring places that has like 5 people and you're just like, this is gonna be a long night. They have that mentality where, okay, I'm doing a wedding, or I'm doing this and it's nice, I'm doing these nice venues, or I'm doing this and I'm building my name up and I'm growing like a business. Then you treat it like a business, and then you're like your own business and you're your own entrepreneur. And that's how you gotta treat it. It's gotta treat it like your own business. So when you have your own business vibe, you love it. Like, that's why I love it. Because I love treating it like it's my own business, because technically it is. Even if you work for a company, it's basically your own business because it's your name. You're the one DJing. It's not like you're working for a whole store and you're trying to represent a whole huge corporate, which you do. You represent that company and you want to do good for that company, obviously, but it's your name that's more prior, because it's not just hurting them, it's hurting you. And they say, this DJ sucks, and they blame it to the company. So now you got the company mad at you, and then you got people telling you that you suck. So now when other people, if you try to book your own gigs outside of that, it just hurts because you did something bad and it got around and you were, not even with that company no more. So it can balance out, but you always got to treat it like an entrepreneur, and you got to go in it with full force. So that's why I just want to do a quick little video. Just, can you make a career out of DJing? Which you can. So if you guys are doing it as a full-time career, let me know in the comments. If you guys want to do it as a career, let me know in the comments. Just think of some of what you guys think, and don't forget to like, make sure you comment and subscribe. And I'd love to talk to you guys down in the chat boards. All right, I'll see you guys around later. Peace.